Good morning, Webb Middle School, particularly the 7th graders, as I come to you this morning on what is a beautiful Wednesday morning. I want to talk to you a little bit about your activity I have in place for you today, which would typically be our dissection unit, of which we'd be doing live labs or labs with specimens that have been preserved, of which are really kind of an exciting adventure to see different systems of the body. We've been learning a lot about different systems of the body, but that's a way for you to be hands-on. Unfortunately, the way it's set up right now, we're not going to be able to do that. So what I've got for you are really three things. One, I've got a introduction. It's a lab introduction, which you guys can read about. Check that out. And then from the lab introduction, you'll move to an actual watching of someone do the dissection of the clam today. And then once you finish with the clam, there's a virtual dissection of which there's images you can click on, go through those things. So there's three real pieces for you. One, read an introduction, which has directional terms, which I want you to become aware of. The difference between the dorsal surface and the ventral surface. The difference between the anterior and the posterior. That's a way just for you to get a sense of kind of what's going on there. Secondly, again, make sure you take a look at the lab dissection, the video portion. An instructor does an outstanding job of going through that process. We would have watched parts of that in class as we were doing the live dissection. And then lastly, take a look and make sure you end up going through kind of a virtual dissection where you see images specifically of the clam. So today is the freshwater clam. Some of you spend time finding freshwater clams, and you often make the mistake of thinking that where it opens is the mouth. But in fact, it's very different than that. You'll learn a little bit about that today. As much of what you see is not a tongue in the clam when you find them, it's the foot, a very muscular foot. Speaking of feet, you'll be on your feet at some point today as we have an absolutely beautiful day outside. And you have the opportunity to spend some time on foot, maybe outside, enjoying some adventures or just playing and having some fun. So for this Wednesday, that is your dissection activity. Take a look, see what you learned about the clam and its parts. Thanks for so long, everybody, and have a great absolute day.